Double Masters VIP God Packs. The plot thickens. That's not the only thing. Wink. Greetings, owners of fine luxury cardboard rectangles. We are here today to talk about some Double Masters VIP pack God pack nonsense. And you know what? As a public service announcement, I'm gonna say right now, take care of your bodies, people. I'm sitting in this chair because my old man back has given up on life today. So, you know, it's if you take care of yourself when you're younger, your body might work better when you're older. Just throwing it out there, all right? So, back to Double Masters VIP packs and this God pack scenario. So, what's going on is we have a questionable scenario where God pack VIP packs may exist. However, to say I'm skeptical might be a bit of an understatement. So let's talk about why this is even being brought up in the first place. And that is because yesterday on YouTube, a video was posted called Double Masters VIP God Pack. And the description of the video is, hobby store from the Philippines cracks a Double Masters VIP pack, but not just any VIP pack, a God pack. Now, what is a God pack? There are actually multiple definitions of what a God pack is, all right? For example, the Force of Will game has God packs where you open the pack and every card in the pack is a super rare and a foil version. Now, do God packs exist in Magic the Gathering? They have in the past in the technically a God pack and just called a God pack scenario. And by that I mean one is officially a God pack created by Wizards intentionally, and another is a God pack created unintentionally, or a God box, whatever you want to call it. Either way, the idea is that this thing that you're opening is so much better than a regular version. So the official God packs in Magic the Gathering actually came out in the first Theros block, where in the last set of the three sets that were in that block, you had the opportunity to open a God pack, which was quite literally a God pack. Not only was it all mythics, every card in the pack were mythics, but they were all the 15 different gods of Theros. So if you're familiar with the secret layers that have recently come out, that's like all those 15 gods, but in one booster pack. And as you can imagine, that's a pretty exciting experience. I never got to open a God pack personally. Funnily enough, I had a booster box that somebody else convinced me to let them have, and they opened it and got a God pack. And I was like, so I missed out on my opportunity to get a God pack. Now, that was the only official time that we got a God pack. We did have the whole Zendikar scenario where they included reserved list cards in the pack, but those aren't really God packs. Those were just like a nice bonus in the pack, which is not the same thing at all. Now, the unofficial variation of God packs or God boxes are when Wizards of the Coast makes a mistake and things get collated improperly. And by that, I mean you can open a box, like back in the day for me, for example, I opened a starter deck of Revised, and there was like 20 rares in it, when there's only supposed to be 3 rares in one of those decks. So that would be qualified by a lot of people as a God deck opening, right? Where you get something amazing above and beyond the normal expectations of the pack. And depending on whether it was intended or not, it's official or unofficial, right? Now, we had another unofficial God pack style God box scenario with Unstable. What was supposed to happen with Unstable is every box was supposed to be guaranteed one full art foil basic land. Now, that may not sound like that big a deal if you don't understand like how the unsets work, but the lands from the unsets are where all the money is. So when you buy packs of Unstable, almost every other card in the set is worthless on the secondary market. And Wizards knows that these unsets the lands are the money makers. They're what's considered the biggest thing. We can see that because with the unstable lands, they literally stamped rare symbols, the little rare authentication holograms that go on the bottom of the card there. They stamped those onto all of the lands. So the lands were the big ticket item, and the idea was by making sure you got a foil land in your box, then you're guaranteed at least some level of value, right? But they made a mistake when they were printing those, and as a result, there were God boxes where you could get an unstable box with 10, 15, 20 full art foil lands, which these lands can be worth like $100 a piece. I haven't checked the market on them recently, so I could be off about that a little bit, but either way, it gives you an idea of the, like, if you crack 20 of those, all of a sudden you got $2,000 out of your $150 booster box. That's a God box, but an unofficial one. So what we're dealing with here in the video that was released by the channel called Mystic Plains, we're dealing with a unofficial God pack. And we know this for a fact because Wizards of the Coast literally just came out 2 days ago and said, you cannot get more than one mythic box topper in a box, and you're supposed to get 2 box toppers. That's how it's set. Now, in the God pack video, what actually happens is they open a full 10 box toppers in total, which is absolutely insane, right? Essentially, what has happened, according to the video, is that all of the basic lands, the non-foil basic lands, so the 5 Battle for Zendikar lands and the 5 unhinged lands, have all been replaced with box toppers. So you get essentially an additional 10 box toppers for a total of 12 box toppers in this box. Is this theoretically possible? Of course it is. Wizards of the Coast has made a number of errors when it comes to products, and we've seen a number of errors with double masters. I don't know about you guys. I don't know how much attention you pay to the problems that are coming out of these boxes, but I've seen a number of cards from Double Masters VIP Edition specifically hitting the misprint group that I'm a part of. So we are seeing a number of errors in that regard, which is pretty much standard for Magic today. There seems to be more errors than there used to be in the past. They don't have the quality control where it needs to be to ensure the highest level of product, and this is also what can lead to these style of God packs. Now, the video itself does not feel 100% trustworthy. Now, I'm not saying this to cast aspersions on the characters of the people who have put this video out. You know what I mean? Like, what I'm trying to say is there are going to be people who don't enjoy my neighbor taking a shower. If you're wondering what that noise in the background is, that's he loves to take showers when I'm doing videos. I assume it's because hearing the sound of my voice makes him feel dirty, and I can't really blame him for that. But it is mildly distracting because I hear it and then my brain starts to think, okay, do I just ignore this? No, they're going to hear the noise and it's going to get addressed in the comments, so I may as well say something. Anyhow, to return to the subject matter at hand, because I'm not starting this video over. Daddy's back hurts, okay? We're doing this in one take. It doesn't matter how much nonsense I talk about. Doesn't matter if I have a nice big old sip of water. We're doing this in one go. Okay, so the video got posted. Now it has 28 thumbs up, 11 thumbs down, which really doesn't mean that much overall, but it does have the comments turned off. So I don't know if the thumbs down came before the comments, but I feel like what most likely happened is people started to call this fake and were probably at the very least unpleasant about it. So there's multiple ways to look at this, okay? You know, before I get to the comments, maybe I should just cover why people are jumping to this is fake right away. So we've covered that this can be real. Now let's talk about the fact that videos can be faked. We can fake product openings. So the way that this one goes, and again, I'm not saying they faked it, but I understand skepticism. I'm not willing to come out and say the people who made this are trying to pull one over on us, but I'm also not willing to say that what I've seen is like completely accurate. You know what I mean? Like at this point, what I've done is I've linked the video down in the description if you want to watch it yourself. It's a couple minutes long, and you don't actually have to go that far into the video to see where the main problem is coming from. So the video starts out with the box being opened up, the top flaps get ripped. Now the top flaps look normal to me, although I haven't seen a ton of these opened. So the top flaps get opened, and then when you take the package out inside, it's like a translucent little kind of cellophane packaging that is reminiscent of what they would do with like land packs. So you can see through the whole thing. So we can see that he's still holding the same pack for the entirety of the video. At least it looks the same. What happens is he pulls the pack out, flips it over, and then there's a cut. So he's opened the box, taken the pack out of the box, hasn't opened it yet, and then there's a cut in the video. Now, cuts can happen for a number of reasons. It could be something like your battery has run out. That's happened to me. The camera can run into different errors. Your battery can run out. You can run out of recording space. Any number of things can happen. However, the video very definitely cuts at this point, and then it cuts right back in, and he's holding what appears to be the same pack, and it's held at an angle where you can't actually really see the bottom of the pack. So when he goes and opens the pack, we don't know if this pack has been doctored, because it's not one continuous flow in the video. You can literally see normal flow, this gets opened, package gets taken out, cut back, holding the package, and then opens it and goes through the pack. The beginning of the pack is normal, gets to the box toppers. You've got your 2 box toppers, and then 10 more come out, and then it leads to the foil lands. So I can't say for sure whether God packs are real or not. It is very difficult to trust the authenticity of a video that has such a blatant cut in it. And there is obviously the argument that this sort of thing can be done intentionally to draw attention either to a YouTube channel or to the business itself that these were opened for, right? This was done like a hobby store was put this out. So you could say that this could theoretically be a promotional stunt. It doesn't feel to me like a good idea to start out your YouTube career or trying to promote your store on YouTube with a video that's false, but I can't say that that's not what they've done here. I genuinely don't know if we have a scenario where the comments have been turned off because they don't want people, like there's a couple of scenarios. You can have one where people are calling out that it's fake, and the people who've made this video don't want people to know it's fake. So if they turn off comments, then there's no way to say, hey, you know, this is fake, this isn't real. You can thumbs down the video, but people can just go, oh, they don't like it for some reason, as opposed to this video's been faked. So the comments could be turned off for that reason. They also could be turned off just due to toxicity. Basically, dude, I know firsthand. Yeah, when you make YouTube videos, people will be very, very rude to you. Like, it can be over the most minor things too. Some people feel like if they can pull apart any part of what you're doing at all, then they have the right to be gigantic knobs about it. Like, it's pretty obtuse. People really just kind of let themselves run wild in the comments, and they're also, in a way, I think, not cognizant of how they're behaving, because no word of a lie, I have had multiple people leave comments on my videos where they basically go, you're an idiot who knows nothing, you're wrong about X, and you literally need to close down your channel and fall off the planet. And then I turn around and ban that person off my channel, not because they said I'm wrong about X, but because of all the hate that's surrounding it. It's just so over the top that you're like, well, first of all, why would I take you seriously? But second of all, why would I allow this interaction to continue? How is this acceptable? And then I've seen these exact people who have been banned for being horrendously unpleasant, to say the least. And they're going around on other channels and in other locations saying they got banned for disagreeing with me. So people aren't even cognizant of how awful they're being. So we could have a scenario where people are literally like, your store should go out of business, or I like all this other kind of crazy nonsense because they think it's fake. We could have a scenario where this is a genuine video that's just put together poorly. I mean, if you're gonna do one of these videos where you're gonna try and make everybody think something, like half the time the cards feel like they're off the camera. This is not professionally done. This isn't done in a way where it feels like it's designed to really highlight what's going on. I don't know. I mean, I don't know the underlying truth of what's going on, but I'm willing to see it in both ways. I can see it as this video is fake and it's just done as a stunt. I can also see it as this video is legitimate, but isn't concrete enough for people. I mean, people genuinely don't believe the Double Masters video, not Double Masters, I should say, Iconic Masters videos that I have on my channel, where I've opened packs with multiple rares in them, because I was sent them by a viewer who basically got a box, realized that he kept opening packs with multiple rares, and decided, you know what, I'm going to spread these around, and actually was nice enough to send them out to multiple YouTube channels to open. And so I inspected these packs thoroughly, and there was no signs of tampering. I know what tampered packs look like. I know where to look and what to look for. These were genuine. As far as I'm concerned, those packs were 100% legitimate. But yet there are still people calling me a faker in the comments and whatever. So you have to deal with this sort of thing. So at this point, it's not concrete, right? We don't have any information automatically disproving their video, aside from Wizard's statement that this can't happen. However, errors can happen with the products. They happen all the time. So we can't automatically just disregard the video. But at the same time, we can't accept it for reality, because there's not an overwhelming amount of evidence that is just rock solid concrete, right? So at this point, to me, God packs feel like a potential possibility. There could theoretically be God packs, and I mean, I'll be 100% full disclosure. There's a little part of me that runs away with excitement thinking about the fact that maybe that's inside here, right? Who knows? Who knows? I'll also be real. I have no idea how or when I'm going to open this, because this is like the most expensive product I've ever had to open on the channel, and I don't know what to do. So anyways, you know what? Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below about all of this. You know, fill me in how you feel about it. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy what I'm doing. If you want to have a good time, the Magic Lore channel it's popping. We're doing fun stuff over there. The stories are amazing, and I think you'd be surprised at how deep and rich the Magic Lore can go when you get back and get right down into it like we are. And there's a brand new 32-minute long Joy or Lore video that's going to drop over there this weekend. So get ready, go watch the Joy or Lore, go watch the Card Lore, which seems to be people's most favorite. Another installment of that is coming. And yeah, thanks for coming by, my friends. I will see you all again tomorrow.